Hey yo prodigies, ProdCharles here, and in this video I'll be sharing with you a dark deception theory. This one will show who the mysterious Bierce really is. Let's start with what we know. We know that Bierce acts as a guiding influence on the main character. We also know that Bierce wants to obtain the soul shards. Bierce seems to be involved with a group of very rich individuals. And finally, Bierce is able to see into the mind of the main character. Got all those facts? Now let's bring it all together. Before understanding who Bierce is, we first need to understand how she plays a part in the protagonist's situation. We know that Bierce is some kind of guiding influence on the main character, somewhat like a guardian angel. The area we start off in, Bierce's ballroom, resembles a chaotic area similar to a transition to the afterlife. This seems to be confirmed by a message shown at the beginning of the game. The message reads, "It is done. Now my faith lies in darkness." This suggests that the protagonist willingly entered Bierce's ballroom on their own free will. There are several other reasons why Bierce's ballroom could be a point of limbo between the real world and the next dimension. One is that each stage in Bierce's ballroom represents one of the protagonist's nightmares. The first one in particular is set in a hotel, in which Bierce asks the protagonist if it brings back any memories, meaning that this area is one the protagonist has been to in the past, potentially representing a place where they lived or worked, rather than a simple bad dream. This leads to the next reason why Bierce's ballroom acts as a point of limbo. In the hotel from the first nightmare, a board at the entrance to the first hallway reads, "Breakfast and murder, free every day until 10 AM. The board suggests that at least one person had died in this hotel, and being the first nightmare in the game, may suggest where the protagonist came close enough to death to get to Bierce's ballroom. On the other hand, it could be hinting that the protagonist was the one who carried out the execution, but this currently seems unlikely since they are the ones who get chased by the vicious robot monkeys, rather than them reliving their sins in this nightmare. Considering that Bierce also teaches the protagonist what to do and helps them understand what is going on around them, it seems that she has a vested interest in helping the protagonist, further suggesting her being some sort of guardian for them. However, Bierce does mention that others have come before him, including a girl who made the portable navigation system for the hotel, so it does seem that she sides with any soul who happens to come across her. She also mentions that there is a potential for a new life in store for him, so it looks like the protagonist is trying to avoid death and is seeking her help to do so. While Bierce appears to be trying to help the protagonist, there are hints that she is doing this for her own benefit too. When defeating the first nightmare, an eyeball demon emerges from the door at the rear of the ballroom. He warns the main character that Bierce is using them, and scoffs at her for trying to be persistent about something. Now what that something is may be a reference to her past, her true self. Finding the secret files in the first nightmare unlocks an audio diary in the extras menu, and this entry shares some interesting information about Bierce. She was an aspiring actor with a rich husband named Edgar, who had an interest in the occult. Judging from what she says, she's more worried about landing an acting job than the fact that her husband puts on a cloak and starts chanting in nightly rituals with his friends. In fact, her desire seems so strong that she would be willing to approach one of his friends to help her get a role. After all of Edgar's friends work for studios or have powerful influence in their city, and given the position that Bierce is in now, perhaps she got her wish and did become a star. Only not the kind she was suspecting. Instead, she would guide kindred spirits who only have death awaiting them through a limbo with the promise of a new life on the other side. Given Bierce's history, it seems likely that one of Edgar's occult friends used her as a sort of sacrifice to transport her soul to a higher plane. One fashioned in the image of her ideal lifestyle, a grand ballroom. Except this area is more of a place of confinement where souls go and linger, and the powerful ring she seeks to create acts as a key to get out of there. Now that she is bound by the spell that sent her there, she awaits the right soul, one with just the right potential to assemble that very ring. I wonder what other things the secrets can tell us. Tap this video to find out what all the secrets are, or check out these videos which were picked just for you. Prodigies, I hope that these theories help to expand on how you think. See ya!